Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Pokemon Company and their double standard. Whether it's a double standard that is by design or whether it's a double standard that just happens to be. Maybe the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Maybe it's a bigger issue than that. Maybe they need to look into maybe some issues. Some issues that are a little bit more important than the ones that have been coming up. The bans that have resulted of awkwardness. We have a lot of awkward people in Pokemon. I'm an awkward person. There are a lot of awkward, autistic, very special people amongst us. We're very special. And yes, there's going to be some awkward stuff that goes on, especially in front of a giant crowd, especially when you're on camera and you're not used to it. We've seen it before. We've seen it again. We're going to go through all the details. We're going to get into how the Pokemon Company essentially is allegedly hiring and broadcasting and showing off a thief, an alleged thief, and a scammer. Okay, let's get into it here. So first off, we have Ian Robb has been taken out of the top 4 for unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh my god. Okay, so to me, something has to be very egregious. Something has to be completely over the top to be unsportsmanlike enough in the top 4. You have a tournament, you've spent all year getting to this tournament, and then you're in the top 4 of the World Championship, and you get banned. What did he get banned for, you ask? Well, here's the clip. Let's watch the clip.
Watch Kyle Ian Robb taking down this Iron Thorns. Kyle.
So he got banned for a jerking motion. Was it a fist pump? Was it meant to be a jerk? Did he mean to? I have a hard time believing that he intentionally wanted to do something sexual, do something that was inappropriate. Should it have been like a, hey, don't do that anymore. It looks like you were jerking off. You probably shouldn't do that on stream. Yeah, probably. Should he get kicked out of the top 4? Probably not. That's my opinion. Again, this seems like something that was either harmless or oopsie doopsie, I shouldn't have done that. It could have been worse. Again, it's going to be the think of the children. Oh my god, the children. Chances are the child does not know that that is a jerking motion if it was even intended to be one. I know, he shouldn't have done it. I'm sure he also realizes that he shouldn't have done it. Now, we've had something similar go on here in recent times, I guess a year ago it looks like, where we had somebody banned. We had a player banned because they nervously laughed while giving the pronouns to the judge. Also not acceptable. Again, these are either young adults or kids that are playing in these events and awkward human beings. My apologies to myself and everyone else involved in Pokemon. You have to be a little bit weird. You have to be at least a little bit to be either collecting or playing Pokemon. You know it, I know it. I'm just not afraid to say it. We're weird. Congratulations, guys. So, no, I don't think that should have been a ban either. That was kind of sketchy because this was somebody that was a minor at the time that was in a strange city, and he was kicked out of the venue for that because a judge felt unsafe. Again, just too much. Too much. Is this where you should be focusing your attention, Pokemon Company? Probably not. So now we get into inappropriateness. And we'll take a look back at the old Frosted Caribou tribute. Again, she was the caster that was casting during the pump motion. There wasn't even the release at the end, apparently. I can't imagine what the repercussions would have been if he did the open hand at the end. But we have Frosted Caribou. And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong. If you want to be a thirst trap, if you want to post provocative pictures, if you want to get the thirsty boys thirsty, go to town. I don't care. But it seems a little bit like a double standard. If somebody does a little when they win, and the person casting that same event, the person that was hired is posting pics. Again, they're pretty mild. But again, they're suggestive, I'd like to say. I'd like to think. There's no reason for your Jigglypuff to be between your legs. You don't have to be dry humping Squirtle on the floor. You don't need to be showing your toes when you're a gamer girl. But again, double standard. I don't care if you do this. Go ahead. Go to town. But then when you complain about it, if you trap the thirst, you're also going to get idiots, horny idiots that are going to say stupid shit. It's going to happen. It's going to be worse. I mean, everyone's going to get stupid comments. Everyone's going to get hate, regardless of who you are, what you're doing. If people are watching, if you're on YouTube or if you're on any sort of broadcast of any kind, you're going to get criticism. A lot of it is going to be stupid dupids. You got to brush that off. Now, next up, we have another incident here at the old World Championship. When somebody told me, hey, somebody cheated at the World Championship, I thought it was like on the main stage, and I was going to say, what are you thinking? Why would you cheat on the main stage at the World Championship? You're on camera. You have thousands of very, very ready to catch you cheating people who are watching the broadcast in person and online. There's no way you would do that, right? So we have this video by Talk TCG. I don't know who recorded the original video, but check out Talk. Credit to him for this. We got this guy who's going to look through his discard pile, and he's going to swoop. Let me just take one of those cards out that I need for my hand, and he probably didn't realize, hey, I'm being recorded, because he wasn't on stage. It wasn't anything like that. I don't know what the scenario was exactly that the guy holding the camera, maybe he was suspected of cheating, and so they recorded him cheating. That's weird to me. I don't understand that. I don't understand why you would cheat. I get it. There's prizes. You want to be better at the game. You want to get an edge however you can. But it's wild to me. The same way with like stealing things at a convention or anything like that. In 2024, there are cameras everywhere, whether you're on the stage, whether you're not on the stage. Now, a jerk-off motion, if it's even that, could be unintentional. You just won a game. It means a lot. You're in the top 4. You're excited. You're not thinking. You're an awkward individual. My apologies. I'm awkward too. Don't worry about it. But cheating, that's a whole different ball game. If you're caught cheating, I think you should be definitely banned. Maybe for a year, maybe for longer than that. That's kind of, I guess, I think the players should more determine whether they want to let people back in after they've been caught cheating. I mean, there's a lot of once a cheater, always a cheater, and we're gonna lean into that a little bit in a minute here. We have the Pokemon Trainer Tour. So surely the Pokemon company, they want to be careful. They want to be kid friendly. They want it to be, you got to be the best of the best. I'm not saying that I should be on the Pokemon Trainer Tour. No. If I'm saying bad words on here, I don't expect it. I also do not want a free booster box or elite trainer box for a new set from the Pokemon company. I don't expect that. I don't want that. But if they're going to pick people for the trainer tour to be in a Pokemon related, Pokemon sanctioned TV show of sorts, whatever you want to call it, stream, series, whatever it must be, at least pick people that are not scammers and or alleged thieves. Next, we have a photo here. We have one posted by Metalore. And the Metalore story is definitely an interesting one. I talked to Alex from AGS, who informed me that our boy here, Metalore, on the left-hand side, the one that made this post, this is individuals that were featured, that were around for the Poke Tour. And it turns out, according to Alex, again, this is according to Alex, if Metalore would like to discuss how this did not happen, he's welcome to do so. According to Alex from AGS, the owner, president, CEO, whatever you want to call him, of AGS, our boy Metalore here, he brought in stolen inventory. That was a concern, according to Alex. Now, Alex says that he looked into it. These stolen slabs that were going to be sold on the platform. He was a streamer for them. And it turns out that there was a whole lot of $13,000 worth of stuff missing in 4 months. Slabs that belonged to AGS. So, according to Alex, Metalore here, with the assistance of his girlfriend, according to Alex, they stole these and they sold them through a consignor on eBay. So they got caught. Now, they did end up paying it back, but only after they were caught. So, no, I don't think that's technically a takesies backsies. I don't think that's it's all good, don't worry about it. Charges were going to be pressed by Alex, by AGS, but they decided not to because they paid back the money. And also because Metalore's dad said that it was hard on the family. The family was having a hard time. Metalore has a special needs brother and the family, and they felt bad for them, and they dismissed the charges. So, again, did the Pokemon company vet the people that were going to be in the show? I've heard other things about the people in the picture here. We're only going to focus on 2 today. But that's a little concerning. My interaction or my experience with Metalcore, he invited me to a show and then ghosted me. He said that, oh yeah, well, don't worry, we'll bring you to a show. We're going to pay everything. And then just nothing ever happened from it. So I don't know if that was a lie. I don't know if that's something that fell through. But I'm a little bit more concerned that he was stealing from AGS, according to Alex from AGS. Now, he's looking for a business partner. I would highly advise, if it was me, I would try to avoid this. You probably don't want to do that. Just a little bit on the flaky side, not to mention the fact that the whole AGS stuff that happened, according to Alex. Next, in the photo, we have this individual here who, yes, this is all going to tie. It always ties into Whatnot, right? It's always got to tie. The moral of the story is it always ties in to Whatnot. So we have Cloud here, Cloud TCG. He doesn't like Blake very much, but also was banned from Whatnot for not shipping stuff. That sounds like a scam to me. You sell stuff to people, you take the money for it, and you never ship it. Whoop-de-doo. Who would have thought? Now, the bigger issue is here, once again, we have Whatnot, who has, to my knowledge, not made a statement, not unbanned Cloud in any which way. But according to this post here by Poca Casino, which is a very fitting name to be on Whatnot, because it is basically a casino. I think it's more of a casino than a breaking and or singles buying platform at this point in time. Again, where there's money to be made, if you give some wiggle room to the old gambling, they're going to use it. Is it going to get cracked down on eventually? I would think so. But here we have, let's watch this little tidbit here.
Hey, I'm Buyee Casino, and I'm back on Whatnot August 27th. I'd like to introduce you guys to my newest streamer.
Hi, Chad. It's Cloud, back streaming underneath Poke Casino's banner. I know I made some mistakes in the past, but everyone deserves a second chance, and I promise I won't mess this one up.
He won't, because I hired a shipper, so he won't touch anyone's orders. See you on the 27th.
So I don't know about you guys, but that's not very funny to me. Like, I get it, haha. Like, I used to scam, but I can't scam anymore because he's going to have someone else ship the stuff, so I have to ship it. That's concerning to me. I do believe that it's possible for people to get second chances. I don't believe that Whatnot is responsible enough to give those second chances. I don't think that their platform and what they've shown in the past, their reputation for making things right for customers that get ripped off, I don't think they're in a place where they can afford to give people second chances. Now, here is if you go to whatnot.com/user/cloudtcg. And again, it's always funny to see like the Whatnot people that were banned from Whatnot or scamming on Whatnot, also scamming on Whatnot, that were just hated Blake and also wanted to rat him out for scamming, but they were probably also scamming. We've seen even some of them with the same energy game. Some of the Blakers with the same, they did the same energy game as Blake. Didn't get banned. Wild. Just absolutely insane. So no, Whatnot is not responsible enough, in my opinion, to provide second chances for people that scam people on Whatnot. Was everyone refunded for the Cloud stuff? Blanket refunded. Was everyone refunded for the Blake stuff? And then we have Kraken Hits, amongst other sellers on Whatnot. I don't understand the rules. It seems like the rules are not clear or not being enforced with Whatnot, because when you have somebody like Kraken Hits, it kind of defeats the purpose of banning somebody from Whatnot. Like if you ban Blake, is Blake allowed to sell through other people? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be allowed to do anything or have any input or profit off the site whatsoever. According to their TOS, it seems like he shouldn't be able to. So it's weird that Cloud seems to be able to come back on without being unbanned himself. And this is why the other platforms that are competing with Whatnot, need to do their due diligence. It shouldn't just be like, oh yeah, we get the feed down. The people that were banned for scamming off of Whatnot, we're drip shop. Woohoo! As far as I can tell, at least at this point in time, eBay Live seems to be all right. But that's the thing. eBay Live is very strict on who they're allowing on, whether or not that'll change later on. Buyer protection. If you're allowing people to sell on your platform, my apologies, Whatnot, but you're responsible for those people. We have the Blake stuff right here. The Blake stuff that people still haven't been refunded. They claimed that they refunded all buyers before they even offered a chance for people to submit evidence of being scammed. It should have been just blanket refund. My apologies, but if you want it to be the Wild West and you want to give people second chances and you want to allow gambling, there's still lots of gambling on there. Everyone's like, oh, there's no gambling anymore. They got rid of the guess the energy games and stuff. They got rid of bounties, so it's safe now. It's only duck races and pull box and mystery packs that they made themselves. Please, again, make the rules. If you want to give people second chances, make the rules so tight and so straightforward that there's no gambling and there's little to no chance that anyone can even scam. That's what needs to be done. And my apologies, all the people that are on Whatnot or selling on platforms like this that aren't G-Baller 69s ripping people off, you should be more upset about this than I am. All the people that got ripped off by this, you should be more upset than I am. This isn't like not everyone's bad on Whatnot. Not everyone that's ever worked with Whatnot is bad, but Whatnot, if no one's gonna stand up for it, if no one's gonna say something against it, it's just gonna be Blake all over again. It might as well be. Blake, come on back. Just make sure you're selling through someone else like you were already when you were banned. As long as it's not Snee. Snee, too many scams. Too many scams with Snee, guys. No Snee. Looskilla, though. Looskilla only scammed for a little while under you with the same energy scam. But you know what? Not banned. Sell through him. Absolutely ridiculous. And the people that are like, oh yeah, Whatnot's not all bad. Whatnot has been shown that they do not take proper action. So yes, it is Whatnot's fault that they're allowing it. They're allowing it to go down. They didn't do anything. They were slow to react. And the only reason they did anything with the Blake stuff, their golden boy, is because it got so much coverage. That's all we got for today, guys. And again, I don't care if Frosted Caribou wants to show thirst pics. I don't care if any of this stuff. But I think the Pokemon Company, I think these companies need to be focusing their area of, cracking down on things in areas that is not like awkward Pokemon players. This is sad to see. Like, he clearly didn't want to do that. Would he know that there's a lot of, maybe he wasn't thinking. Like, if he rubbed his nipples, would he be banned as well? If he got on the floor and humped a Squirtle, is that ban worthy? Again, it's just like, maybe you should have a little bit of a warning. Maybe you should have a little bit of a, hey, please don't do that, like, correction, rather than an immediate like ban from the World Championships top 4. Like, that's the thing here. That's what's grinding me on this. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And again, I think it's largely to do with who's complaining about what it is. Maybe people can't complain about certain stuff because they're going to get in trouble for it. But that's why I'm here. That's why you guys using the link tree. Thank you very much for using the link tree. Going to the trollandtoad.com, using the code RATTLE5. That sort of thing. Using the old link tree. Thank you very much for that, guys. You can click on links. Don't send me money. I'd rather you buy something for yourself and give me a little bit of a kickback with the old affiliate links and or codes. Get yourself a discount with the codes. That's all I got for today. Let me know what you think down below. Should you be kicked out for this? I don't think so. All right. See you next time. Bye.